I'm Will Paterson. Today I'm going to be reviewing logo designs from the hit TV show Better Call Saul. The Better Call Saul logo is a retro logo type design with a classic sign painter's feel. The logo was designed by Alan Chow, who works on art and design for television productions. As a fellow logo designer myself, we know whether the logos will work based on these simple factors: simplicity, memorability, timelessness, versatility, and appropriateness. So in this video, I'm going to go through the logos seen in the series and rate them out of those 5. And if you like this kind of video, press that subscribe button. Okay, so the Better Call Saul logo is designed by Alan Chow to look classic and inexpensive. Normally, a lawyer's logo would look very firm, premium, and expensive. But because of his type of clients, this has changed to more of a friendly and personalized typeface. The weights on either side of the logo speak to the balance of justice, something Jimmy makes out to be his true intention when we all know exactly what he's really looking for. But this wasn't the first logo designed. During pre-production, an even more retro design was used. It was more of a show card with traditional design and sign painting flares. Obviously, the design looked very similar to the logo we all know and love, but I think the final design hits the nail on the head without going too overboard. Overall, the design works well as a more classic logo. It breaks the mold by being in direct contrast to what you would expect from a normal lawyer or solicitor firm. And it definitely speaks more towards Jimmy's or Saul's personality. In direct contrast to Jimmy's logo, his brother's law firm logo shows more of a traditional design. Hamlin and McGill is a reputable law firm in Albuquerque. It was established by Chuck McGill, Jimmy's brother, and George Hamlin. Howard took over as CEO or partner, hence the double Hamlins in the design. Chuck convinced Jimmy to earn a living in HHM's mailroom, and this is where Jimmy met Kim Wexler and started his career. There's nothing about the logo that really sticks out. You could say the 3 pillars represent the pillars of justice, but to my eye, it just looks very bog standard and corporate. Perfect for that law firm. At small scales, the icon doesn't represent anything other than the initials, which you can see. Something I would do to make the logo more consistent is to increase the thickness of the boxes to make them more consistent with the type thickness. This is something that we do as designers all the time, making sure things look consistent all the way throughout, makes it look better at smaller scales. But here's a strange fact. Did you know that someone made a real website for HH&M? They even have 46 business reviews. Others on Reddit have made prototypes of what the website could have really looked like. As we go through the series, Jimmy and Kim join forces together and incorporate Wexler McGill. The logo they use is a monogram. The W and the M are mirrored to show partnership, which works quite nicely. Something interesting I've noticed about the design is that it looks like a graph increasing and then decreasing, representing Jimmy's life and Kim's increase in success in the middle of the series, and it also represents the sort of character path of Saul. When you invert the design, you see a massive crash happening towards the end. Now that crash that you see in the design gives us a bit of insight into how the series will end. It's funny to see that the design has become more modernized and simplistic. It definitely works at small scales, and with a bit more refinement, it could be a timeless design. El Grio Gador, aka the Greek Winker, is a restaurant specializing in Mexican-style ice cream. It's used as a front by the Salamanca family to smuggle drugs across the US-Mexican border using a fleet of trucks. El Grio Gador means the Greek Winker in Spanish, and the name Eladio means the Greek in Spanish. This is a reference towards Don Eladio, the boss of the cartel. So the logo itself is very expressive and illustrative, not a bad thing when it comes to restaurants wanting to show a bit more personality. According to Alan Chow, the designer of this and many of the logos throughout the Better Call Saul series, Spanish is not my strong point. Sabrosito, can't say it, translates to little tasty, which we learned from the wiki trivia that it also represents Don Eladio, the leader of the cartel. It's a fun little design with a bit of an Easter egg involved, and it's perfect fit for a show, so I can't mark it down for being overly complicated. All right, Mesa Verde. Spanish, not the people. Not the people. The language.
I think that makes this okay.
All right, Mesa Verde Bank and Trust is a financial institution located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was originally represented by the law offices of Hamlin and McGill before taking the services of Kim Wexler. The Mesa Verde logo itself is very basic and nothing special, but the story behind the design is anything but. The logo was copied from a photograph from the oldest character in the Breaking Bad universe, Olivia Bitsui. Again, I'm butchering these names, so give me a break. In the dispute between Mesa Verde and Everett Aker over the construction of a call center, Jimmy uses this photo to win the client's case. Although Mesa Verde purchased a copy of the photo, it didn't hold the rights to use it, which constituted copyright infringement. Threatening Kevin, who's the owner of Mesa Verde, with an injunction for misappropriation of Olivia's intellectual property, Kevin was forced to give in. This leads to a fan theory that developed from the pilot episode of Breaking Bad, where Walt visits a possibly rebranded Mesa Credit Union to withdraw money for his RV. So the logo is nothing to shout about. It's very basic, but that's part of the charm of the show and the design surrounding it. Interestingly though, this isn't the only logo used in the series for Mesa Verde. We have a more modern icon and wordmark combo used on the letterheads throughout the series, which points towards a different side of the bank, maybe a more modern side. The icon looks like a double of the No Man's Sky logo, like a diamond-shaped monolith. I'm not entirely certain why they have two logos, but they do appear at different times throughout the series. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then consider liking and subscribing. It means the world to me. If you'd like to see me break down more logos from Breaking Bad, then go ahead and click here.